What if you could guarantee progress in your life every single day, no matter how you feel or what obstacles stand in your way? Imagine waking up each morning knowing that you have the tools to move forward even when motivation is low and the world feels heavy. The truth is, real success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or relying on bursts of inspiration. It's about building momentum through small, consistent actions. In this story, you'll discover the practical habits and mindsets that separate those who grow from those who stay stuck. If you're ready to stop waiting and start winning, your journey begins with one simple decision: move forward today. Progress is not a matter of luck or perfect timing. It's a daily decision. Every morning, life gives you a choice: will you move forward or will you stand still? Most people wait for motivation, for the right mood, or for circumstances to line up just right. But life doesn't wait. It moves with or without you, and the people who succeed are the ones who choose to move with it. Real progress isn't about giant leaps or dramatic changes. It's about small, consistent steps, actions that may seem insignificant in the moment, but add up to something powerful over time. The truth is, the greatest transformations don't come from one big decision or a stroke of luck. They come from the discipline to do a little bit every day, even when you don't feel like it. This is the secret of those who grow, achieve, and build lives they're proud of. Progress is built in the quiet moments, in the choices no one else sees. The first key to daily progress is to stop negotiating with yourself. Most people wake up and immediately start bargaining with their own mind. Should I get up now or hit snooze? Should I work on my goals or put it off? Every time you give yourself an option, you give yourself an excuse. Discipline is not about feeling like doing something. It's about making a commitment and sticking to it, no matter what. The most successful people don't debate whether they should follow through. They just do. The first decision of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you win the morning, you build momentum. If you lose the morning, it becomes easier to make excuses all day long. That's why your standards must be non-negotiable. You wake up at the time you said you would. You move your body even when you don't feel like it. You work on your goals even when no one is watching. Over time, this builds something powerful: self-respect. Self-respect is the foundation of confidence. It's not about talent or luck. It's about trust. Do you trust yourself to keep your word? Most people don't, because they've broken so many promises to themselves that their words have lost meaning. But the good news is, you can rebuild that trust. Every time you keep your word, even in the smallest way, you prove to yourself that you mean what you say. This is how confidence is built. Not in big, flashy moments, but in the quiet discipline of following through. The more you do what you say you'll do, the more you believe in yourself. And the more you believe in yourself, the more you're willing to take on bigger challenges. Progress is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself day after day and refusing to let excuses win. This is how you create momentum that carries you forward, even when motivation fades. One of the biggest obstacles to progress is the all or nothing mindset. This is the belief that if you can't do something perfectly, you shouldn't do it at all. But life is messy, and circumstances are always changing. If your success depends on perfection, you're setting yourself up to fail. The key to daily progress is understanding that something is always better than nothing. If you don't have time for a full workout, do 10 minutes. If you can't read for an hour, read for 5 minutes. If you don't feel like working on your business, make one phone call or send one email. Progress is about motion, and even a small step keeps you moving forward. Over time, these small actions compound into something unstoppable. It's better to do a little bit every day than to wait for the perfect moment that never comes. This is how you build habits that last and results that multiply. Another crucial element of daily progress is controlling your focus. What you focus on expands. Most people waste time worrying about things they can't control, focusing on what's missing or what's wrong. But the people who make progress no matter what focus on what they can do and what's possible. They put their attention on action, not problems. Ask yourself, what am I focusing on every day? Are you looking for reasons to move forward, or are you stuck in what you can't change? Progress isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of choice. Momentum is powerful. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep moving. The hardest part is getting started. But once you break through resistance, you realize it was never as big as you thought. The secret is to shorten the gap between thought and action. Don't wait for the perfect time. Just take the next step, no matter how small. Hesitation is the enemy of progress. The longer you wait to act, the more likely you are to talk yourself out of it. Most people let hesitation steal their opportunities. They overthink, second guess, and let fear creep in until the moment is gone. The solution is to act quickly. When you decide to do something, count down from 5 and move. Don't give yourself time to overanalyze or let doubt take over. Action builds confidence, not the other way around. Most people think they need to feel confident before they act, but confidence is a result of action, not a prerequisite. The more you do something, the better you get, and the better you get, the more confident you feel. If you want to make progress every day, you have to train yourself to act despite fear. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because everything you want in life exists on the other side of discomfort. Think of progress like a rocket launching into space. It burns the most fuel in the first few minutes, breaking through the atmosphere. But once it's past that point, it moves effortlessly. That's how progress works. The hardest part is getting started. Once you push past the initial resistance, things get easier. This is why discipline is so important. Motivation is like a spark. It gets things going, but it's not enough to keep things burning. Discipline is the fuel that keeps the fire alive. You build discipline by keeping your word to yourself, by doing the hard things even when you don't feel like it. Every time you push through discomfort, you get stronger. You train your mind to follow through, no matter what. Discipline is built through repetition. The more you do something, the easier it becomes. The first time is hard, the 10th time is easier, and the 100th time is automatic. But what happens when you don't feel like doing something? When your energy is low, or life throws distractions at you? That's when you must remove emotion from the equation. Most people let their feelings dictate their actions. If they don't feel like working out, they skip it. If they don't feel like working on their goals, they procrastinate. But successful people don't operate based on feelings. They operate based on commitment. This means you show up whether you feel like it or not. You do the work whether it's convenient or not. You take the next step whether the conditions are perfect or not. Feelings are temporary, they come and go. But results come from consistency. And consistency is about doing the right things every single day. Ask yourself, what small thing can I do today, right now, that moves me forward? Progress isn't a one-time event, it's a habit built through daily action. Progress is not about speed, it's about direction. Most people think they need to make giant leaps to be successful. They believe they need to overhaul everything overnight. But real progress happens in small, consistent steps. We live in a world that glorifies instant results. People want shortcuts, magic formulas, and quick wins. But the truth is, steady improvement is far more powerful than any shortcut. If you get just 1% better every day, the results will compound. You won't just be slightly better. You'll be exponentially better. That's how mastery is built. Don't let the desire for instant results distract you from the power of daily, steady improvement. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate the small wins and trust that every step forward is building something bigger than you can see right now. Progress is a journey, not a destination. Overcomplication is another trap that holds people back. Some never make progress because they overthink every step. They analyze, plan, and research, but never move. They convince themselves they need the perfect strategy, the perfect timing, the perfect conditions. But perfection is a trap. It keeps you stuck. Success is not about knowing everything. It's about taking action with what you know right now. Clarity comes from movement. The more steps you take, the clearer the path becomes. Imagine driving a car at night. The headlights only show a few feet ahead, but that's enough to keep moving. You don't need to see the whole road. You just need to see the next step. If you want to make progress every day, focus on action, not perfection. Take the next step, however small, and trust that the path will reveal itself as you move forward. Progress rewards those who are willing to begin. To make daily progress, you must have a clear target. Most people don't lack discipline. They lack direction. They wake up each day without a clear idea of what they're working toward. And as a result, they drift. Drifting leads nowhere. You must set specific, measurable goals, not vague wishes, but clear, defined targets. Instead of saying, I want to get in shape, say, I will exercise for 30 minutes every day. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I will make 5 sales calls today. Specific goals give you direction, and direction creates momentum. When you know exactly what you're aiming for, it's easier to take action. You don't waste energy on indecision or confusion. Every step you take is purposeful, and every action moves you closer to your goal. Progress is not about being busy. It's about being intentional. The clearer your target, the faster you'll move forward. Tracking your progress is just as important as setting your goals. What gets measured gets improved. If you don't track your actions, you won't know if you're actually moving forward. Focus on tracking your effort, not just the outcome. You can't always control results, but you can control your daily actions. For example, if you're building a business, you can't control how many customers say yes, but you can control how many people you reach out to. If you focus on consistent action, the results will follow. Tracking your progress also keeps you motivated. It gives you a sense of accomplishment, even when the results are slow to show up. Each checkmark, each completed task is proof that you're moving forward. Over time, these small wins add up and build momentum. Progress is not about perfection. It's about persistence. Keep track, stay accountable, and celebrate every step you take. Your environment plays a massive role in your progress. Most people don't fail because they lack willpower. They fail because they're surrounded by distractions, negativity, and excuses. If you're constantly around people who complain, you'll start complaining. If your environment is full of clutter, your mind will be cluttered. You must create an environment that pulls you toward progress. If you want to be healthier, stock your kitchen with healthy food. If you want to read more, put books where you can see them. If you want to stay focused, remove distractions from your workspace. Set yourself up to win. Your environment should support your goals, not sabotage them. Be intentional about who and what you allow into your space. The right environment makes progress easier and more enjoyable. It's not just about discipline. It's about designing your life so that the right choices become the easy choices. Progress thrives in a supportive environment. Resilience is another key to daily progress. No matter how disciplined you are, life will test you. There will be setbacks, failures, and days when nothing goes as planned. The key is not to let one bad day turn into a bad week. Don't let a small setback make you quit. If you miss a workout, don't miss the next one. If you fall off track, get back on immediately. Progress is not about never failing. It's about never staying stuck. Every single day, you have a choice: will you move forward or will you stand still? The people who win in life keep moving no matter what. They don't let setbacks define them. They use every challenge as a lesson, every failure as fuel. Resilience is built by getting back up again and again. The more you practice it, the stronger you become. Progress is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Progress is not just about action. It's about alignment. You can work hard every day, but if you're moving in the wrong direction, you won't get where you want to go. Imagine someone paddling a boat with all their strength, but going upstream against the current. They're exhausted, but not making real progress. Are your daily actions aligned with your ultimate vision? Many people are busy, but not productive. They check off tasks and keep themselves occupied, but they're not moving forward. Progress isn't just about doing more, it's about doing what matters. To make sure your actions are aligned, develop the habit of reflection. Take time to evaluate your direction. Are you moving closer to your goals or just staying busy? The most successful people regularly pause to measure their progress and adjust their course. This habit keeps you on track and ensures that your daily efforts are building the future you truly want. Energy management is a hidden key to daily progress. You can have the best mindset and the clearest goals, but if your energy is low, everything feels harder. Most people focus on time management, but time is useless if you don't have the energy to use it well. Pay attention to what gives you energy and what drains you. Your habits, your food, your sleep, and your exercise all matter. You can't expect to operate at a high level if you're constantly tired or distracted. Small adjustments make a huge difference. Drinking more water, moving your body, and getting enough rest can transform your ability to focus and take action. Mental energy is just as important. Guard your mind the way you guard your time. Negativity, doubt, and distractions will drain you faster than anything else. Be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Protect your energy, and you'll find it much easier to make progress every day. Patience is another essential ingredient for lasting progress. One of the biggest killers of progress is frustration. People quit too soon because they don't see immediate results. But success is never instant. Think about a bamboo tree. You plant the seed, water it, and nurture it, but for years, nothing seems to happen. Underground, the roots are spreading, the foundation is being built. Then, suddenly, it shoots up, growing rapidly. This is how progress works. You might not see the results right away, but if you stay consistent, the breakthrough will come. Don't get discouraged if things aren't happening as fast as you want. Keep going, because every small step you take is building something bigger than you can see right now. Patience allows you to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels slow. Trust the process and remember that real growth takes time. Progress is a marathon, not a sprint. Gratitude is a mindset that fuels progress. Most people focus so much on what they don't have that they forget to appreciate what they do have. When you constantly focus on what's missing, you start to feel like you're never enough. But gratitude changes everything. It shifts your focus and makes you realize how much you've already grown. Every day, take a moment to appreciate your progress, even if it's small. Celebrate the effort you put in, the lessons you've learned, and the ways you've improved. Gratitude creates a positive mindset that keeps you motivated to keep going. When you're grateful for the progress you have made, you create the mindset to keep moving forward. This attitude not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but it also attracts more opportunities and positivity into your life. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps your progress alive, even on the toughest days. Your standards dictate your progress. What you accept, what you tolerate, and what you expect from yourself shape your reality. Most people fail to progress because they set their standards too low. They tolerate inconsistency, accept excuses, and allow themselves to settle. But the people who grow every day raise their standards. They don't settle for doing just enough. They demand excellence from themselves, not because someone else is watching, but because that's who they choose to be. Ask yourself, what are your standards? Are you holding yourself to the level of discipline, focus, and effort that will lead to real progress? Or are you making excuses? At the end of the day, your results will never exceed your standards. Raise them, and you'll raise your life. Progress is not about being perfect. It's about expecting more from yourself and refusing to settle for less than you're capable of achieving. Rest is a vital part of progress. This might sound contradictory. How can resting help you move forward? But you cannot sustain high performance without recovery. Progress is not about working yourself into exhaustion. It's about sustainable effort. Knowing when to push and when to recharge is a skill. If you burn yourself out, you stop making progress. If you're constantly exhausted, Your productivity drops, your creativity disappears, and your body breaks down. Make time for rest and reset, not as an excuse to be lazy, but as a strategy to go further. Think of it like an athlete training for competition. They don't train at maximum intensity every day. They have recovery periods because they know the body grows stronger during rest. Your mind and energy work the same way. Build intentional rest into your life. Take care of your mind, your body, and your energy, because progress is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Giving back is a powerful way to accelerate your own progress. When you help others grow, teach what you've learned, or support someone else's journey, you reinforce your own knowledge and deepen your understanding. Progress is not just about personal gain. It's about impact and contribution. The more you give, the more you grow. Think of a candle lighting another candle. It doesn't lose anything, but it creates more light. When you share your experiences, your wisdom, and your encouragement, you create a ripple effect that can inspire and uplift others. Teaching forces you to master your craft, and helping others keeps you humble and connected. As you focus on making progress every day, don't just think about what you're gaining. Think about what you're giving. True fulfillment comes from knowing that your growth is making a difference, not just in your life, but in the lives of those around you. Your mindset is the foundation of all progress. The way you think about challenges, setbacks, and opportunities determines how you respond to them. A growth mindset sees every obstacle as a chance to learn and improve, while a fixed mindset sees problems as threats. Cultivating a growth mindset means embracing challenges, being willing to fail, and seeing effort as the path to mastery. It's about believing that you can get better with practice and persistence. When you approach each day with curiosity and a willingness to learn, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Progress becomes a journey of discovery, not just a checklist of achievements. The most successful people are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never stop learning. Make it a habit to ask yourself, what can I learn from today? How can I grow from this experience? This mindset will keep you moving forward, no matter what. Reflection is a habit that keeps your progress on track. Most people move from one task to the next without ever stopping to evaluate their direction. But the most successful people take time to pause, measure their progress, and adjust their course. Reflection helps you see what's working, what's not, and where you need to make changes. It's a chance to celebrate your wins, learn from your mistakes, and set new intentions for the days ahead. Make it a weekly ritual to review your actions, your mindset, and your results. Ask yourself, am I moving closer to my goals? Are my daily actions aligned with my vision? What can I do differently next week? This habit of reflection ensures that you're not just staying busy, but actually moving forward. It keeps you accountable, focused, and intentional. Progress is not just about action. It's about learning and adapting along the way. Progress is a way of life, not a destination. Most people think they'll finally be happy once they reach their goal, but fulfillment doesn't come from arriving. It comes from growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. That's why daily progress matters. It keeps you alive, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The habits you build, the standards you set, and the choices you make every day shape your future. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the right conditions. Start where you are, with what you have, and take the next step. Remember, one step forward, even a small one, is still progress. Over time, those steps add up to something extraordinary. The people who win in life are not the ones who never struggle, but the ones who never stop moving forward. Make progress your daily habit, and your life will transform. At the end of the day, progress is a decision. Not once, not just when you feel like it, but every single day. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It moves whether you move with it or not. The people who grow, achieve, and build extraordinary lives don't wait for permission or motivation. They decide, they act, and they move forward, no matter what. Some days will be easy, and some will be hard. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is the ability to keep going when it's tough, when no one is watching, and when the results are slow. Your habits, your standards, and your daily choices shape your future. So ask yourself, what's one thing you can do today, right now, that moves you forward? Don't wait. Take action. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and visit our channel for more inspiring stories and powerful lessons.